Is he dipping his finger into your coffee?
I don't know, but he sure could be.
Does it have to be his finger?
I was going to say, or is he dipping something else?
Can it be the special finger?
The special finger?
Yeah, the one he keeps in his pants.
Hey, Sugar. Sugar. Do you want to dip your special finger into my hot coffee?
Warning for underage listeners. This is an adult-oriented podcast. There will be frequent references to kink, sex, crude language, and various other grotesqueries. If you're under 18 and looking for answers and upfront advice about sex, please visit scarletteen.com. Also, for the dude bro listeners out there, this is nerdy shit. Go away.
Welcome to the Gotham Press Podcast.
This is a verbal orgy about anything like the Grafenberg spot,
The difference between Star Trek and Star Wars.
the finer points of throwing a pair of floggers, and just whatever the hell we find to talk about.
That said, if you have a desire to learn these and many more kinktastic nerdgasms, stay tuned.
And here we are, listeners. Welcome back to the sultry sounds of the Gotham Press.
Has anybody ever told you you've got a great voice?
No, but thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We have a guest today in the studio, and we have an audience.
And technically, we have a new section of the studio.
We have a new section of the studio. This is nice. I kind of like the seating here as opposed to the old section.
So, listeners, let us know how this sounds and whether or not the previous sounds or the current sounds are the better ones.
Yeah, relative to the last 5 or 6 episodes.
Yes. Not from the very beginning, because we were in a whole different studio then.
Yeah, different studio, different equipment, lack of knowledge. I like to think that we have grown since those first days.
We have. Well, we grew in technology and knowledge, but we shrank in size.
Well, this is the sectional studio.
Hi,
We're
guest. Who are
sitting
you?
On sectionals.
Guess.
I am Little Acacia, or Lala, however you want to call me.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks.
Lala, what do you know about our podcast?
It's fun. I like being in the studio audience.
Well, thank you for having attended our shows several times. And this is your first appearance, yeah?
Yeah, other than just popping in and saying things during other podcasts.
Oh, yeah, you did pop onto the one where we had, ironically, a couple of members of our current studio audience as guests.
That's right.
Yeah.
The mermaid couple.
Look, as Mrs. Mermaid waves to the audience.
With her tail fin.
Nice.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
at the tasting.
Yep.
Yeah, how was it?
No, that was great. That was the one I popped in on.
Oh, I know. How was the tasting?
It was,
What was your opinion about the tasting?
oh, it's phenomenal every year. I love it.
You like it? You love it? You want more of it?
Absolutely. We should do it every 6 months.
Well, you talk to my mistress and see if you can convince her to do it every 6 months.
It is.
Oh, it's horribly exhausting. But
Now,
it's so much fun.
Now, what she does is she talks to Shock Doc and gives Shock the pouty look. Please.
Yeah, let's see how that works.
I just want to see Greedy's puppy dog eyes on that one. I can work it out too, I'll try.
My puppy dog eyes are concealed by exhausted eyelids. Oh, jeez. So,
So,
let's get back to the podcast.
Did we ever leave?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever been here.
you're here.
Well, so happy to have you here now.
Coffee.
So, what are we going to talk about today, guys?
We got some fun topics today. A couple of nerd out moments. Elon Musk. He's not that he's ever really dropped out of the media. He made quite the publicity stunt a couple of days back when he announced that all patents that are held by Tesla Motor Company are going to be made public. So the entire world can now use all the technology that Tesla Motors has developed.
Was that a good idea?
I think so.
We'll find out as soon as everybody starts trying to develop things.
As far as society goes, I think it's a phenomenal idea. I mean, he's made billions off of that company. So why not share the wealth, you know?
It sounds like he's going to be poor anytime soon.
No, he's not. With the other companies, the other ventures he's deeply into, the guy isn't ever gonna hurt for money. So it's not like this is going to be catastrophic to him. For that matter, sharing information with society so that the rest of humanity can better themselves and work with that technology, it gives everyone else an opportunity to further what's already been developed. If he keeps it all for his company and nobody else has access to it, nobody else can use it, then he's stifling progress. By doing this, I really do think that it's going to better mankind.
All right.
Just will we be around to see the actual betterment? As people tend to take a long time to, pick up on the new thing. People are distrusting. That's where I was pointing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this will also give some new companies, smaller companies, a better footing to take on the behemoths that currently control everything. Ford, Chevy, they're coming for you. Not
The
Dodge,
right way
though.
to say that.
Not Dodge, though. There's nothing to come for.
Well, Greedy, tell us how you really feel.
Well, I was offered a class at the local BMW dealer. Asshole Driving 101. Apparently, everybody that buys a BMW has to go through that training course.
Seriously?
No.
Oh,
Wow.
that would just be amazing. It's like, oh, you have a BMW now. Here, this is how you drive like an asshole.
It's the going gag that everybody that drives a BMW is just a total prick on the road. Which is one reason I'm very glad you do not drive a BMW.
Well, thank you. Also,
So
I can't
my
afford a BMW.
My
Right.
BMW, you guys are just ignoring that fact that I drive a BMW. Just kidding. The look on your face, though, was fantastic.
Like, shit, how do I go back?
My God. I wish the listeners could have seen what I just felt. I'm sure by what Lala just said, I'm sure my expression was plastered. It was canvassed the size of a billboard right there, how I felt about her suddenly announcing that she's driving a BMW.
And you were bad-mouthing it. And me, the driver.
So-
That was pretty funny.
Lala, what you do is
Well played, Lala.
you go out, you buy a brand new BMW and show it off to Greedy,
Right?
and then you return it.
Just go borrow one.
Yes.
Want to ride?
Take it for a test drive over here.
That's what we'll do. We'll rent a BMW next time you come into town.
Oh, jeez. What have I done?
You've caused the BMW uprising.
But it's only
This
your
is-
opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
Yep.
Very true.
Unless your opinion is wrong.
My boss's husband drives a BMW.
My opinion of your boss's husband has just gone down.
Gone
Actually,
from a
it's a
0 to a
Ferrari.
0?
A Ferrari.
I believe it's a Ferrari.
Okay, Ferrari designed the BMW asshole driving training course.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, enough of that.
Enough of that stuff.
Yeah. So, Lala,
Yeah.
what brings you on today?
Oh. You guys were having a podcast and I wasn't doing anything.
Wow.
I love hanging out with you guys and I just wanted to be here with you. So I may have good things to say. I may have nothing to say, but I thought I'd join.
You feel so special. Actually, we have a better reason for Lala being here
What's
after
that?
the podcast.
What's that?
Lala's part of our D&D group.
That's
Oh, yeah.
right.
How did I forget that?
She is High Mistress Lala.
Hi, Mistress Lala. Who is it that calls her Hi, Mistress Lala?
Well, that would be my character because he was mesmerized by her swords,
Scimitars.
scimitars.
What makes Hi, Mistress Lala so appealing? Is it her stamina? Is it her personality? Or is it her big swords?
It's my big swords. Swords.
Swords.
My big old swords. Hey,
Oh
let's
my
go back to
God.
the nerdy topic. Let's do something else.
Yeah, sure.
Isn't D&D nerdy?
It's not. No. So,
Blasphemy.
let's talk about dreams.
Okay.
And I'm not talking like my dream is to travel the country. Not that kind of dream.
Are you talking about like at night dreams?
At night dreams, because I had a dream last night, and I want you two to tell me what it means.
Oh my God.
All right. So we're on a rooftop, and it's sunset, and it's Shock Doc, myself, and there are other people behind, but I don't know who.
Do you have a cape?
I do not have a cape, nor did he. He has a camera, though, and there are IEDs, the bombs.
Improvised explosive devices?
Correct. So
Okay.
we're on rooftop. So rooftop to rooftop, there are IUDs. placed.
IEDs.
Did you say
The
IUD?
IUD is something completely
Completely different.
Well, we know where your mind is.
So he says that he wants to capture a photo of one of these bombs exploding. So he throws a rock onto one of the IEDs and throws his camera at the same time. And it's like slow motion. The camera's like whoo, whoo, whoo across the rooftops. And the bomb explodes, and you can see the shadow of the camera flipping through the debris. And that was it. And when I woke up, I thought, I wonder if he was able to get his camera back. Okay.
That was exactly. I'm like, how's he gonna get his camera from the explosion?
So, what do you guys think? What does that mean? That was really bizarre. It was like the shortest little dream, but it was very colorful, vibrant. I want to know. I want to know why I would dream that.
What does it mean?
I don't think it's Batman. Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up.
You guys got nothing? This is
I don't
your
know.
fest.
That's kind of bizarre. The fact that you said you were both like superheroes
No,
on the
no,
rooftops.
No, just on
No?
the rooftop.
No, we were
Just on the rooftops.
On the rooftops.
Well, then where'd the superhero part come in, and what?
That was
That
me
was
asking about
awesome.
capes.
Oh, wow.
No superheroes.
They were not
Okay.
superheroes. They were just people.
Well,
Wait, were you in kink gear?
You know, all I saw was the dark shadows of ourselves,
So it's a
like
possibility.
in silhouette, I guess.
okay.
Gotcha.
Because the sunset was so bright, everything else looked just like a dark silhouette.
Do you know by any chance what city you were in?
No.
Well, what's the city that everybody wants to blow up?
Bakersfield?
I don't think everybody wants to blow up Bakersfield.
Technically, Bakersfield is number 4 on the FBI's top 20 terrorist attack strike points.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I needed to know that.
You want to keep living here?
Not anymore.
Me neither.
Greedy, why are you trying to scare the guest?
I didn't even take into account that might scare her. My bad.
No, it's okay. I'm not really scared.
We love you.
I love you too.
Oh.
So no interpretation? Studio audience?
Well-
Anybody? Something?
My interpretation, I mean,
Matrix.
yeah, it's definitely got something to do with a glitch in the Matrix. No, the throwing the camera, wanting to catch an explosion. I mean, the fact that this was somebody that you've had a relationship with at one point, that could be telling that there maybe a hidden desire there still. Catching that moment of explosion.
You know what else too is
What's that?
when he threw the camera, he kind of did the protective arm behind his back to keep me back, to keep all of us back, like to keep us safe.
Yeah.
He kind of did that.
Well, he is
Protector.
he is the protector of the group. I mean, if something goes wrong, he's the one that everyone goes to.
Yeah.
So that would make sense.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just trying to watch out for the explosion so he could see when it was coming. So he can learn.
Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe he has superhuman speed, and any debris that came flying at his la-la, he was going to grab out of the sky.
Wow.
Hey, la-la,
Hey,
black or white?
You remembered, yes.
I did. Thank you.
black?
Black. Okay.
All right. As Greedy goes to get the card so she can make her own black card.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Lala,
Hey,
are you big into movies?
I do like movies. I don't have a memory though, so I could
It's
like
okay.
50 First Dates, I can watch that once a month and still not remember.
Hey, I
certain
love that
parts.
movie.
Me too.
It's actually on HBO right now, I want to say.
All right. Yeah, I'm that girl.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you, had you seen a couple of the trailers that have been running around lately? Namely, the new Aladdin trailer,
No, I have not.
live action, with Will Smith as Genie.
No,
Yeah.
that sounds phenomenal.
It sounds phenomenal. but the reality may be a little different for right now. It's been getting a lot of fan backlash. Basically, people like they saw Genie. Well, I'm sorry, they saw Aladdin as Genie. Mm-hmm. Did I say Aladdin as Genie? Wow.
Will Smith.
Will Smith as Genie, and they were not happy with the look at all.
With the look?
With the look.
Oh. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. Does he do voices and like
Will Smith?
character work? Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he could just be playing himself as Genie, much like Robin Williams basically played himself as Genie. It was
All
great.
right. Yeah, I don't know that anybody can replace Robin Williams.
Oh no, nobody can replace Robin Williams.
Nobody will ever replace him.
But they want to do. Disney is all about this live action versions of all of their previous movies. Kick, like they're doing a quote unquote live action Lion King. It's all 3D CGI rendered, but
Wow.
Yeah.
I have really enjoyed the live action Disney shows though, actually.
yeah, I have most for the most part. Yeah,
Jury's still out for me.
Have you not seen them?
I've seen some of them. I'm not as much of a Disney fan as I used to be.
Oh, that's sad.
Making a live action Little Mermaid.
they are
That's the
in
thing.
talks for that. I'm not sure if it went through yet or not.
The question was, aren't they making a live action Little Mermaid?
Yeah, like I said,
I am the live action Little Mermaid.
You need to audition for the role of Ariel.
I'm just a little too chunky for that.
CGI works miracles.
I'm down with it.
All right, so what is this card and what am I doing?
All right, so this is a black card. You've played Cards Against Humanity, right?
I have.
One of the things we do, which this kind of leads me to believe that she doesn't listen on a regular schedule. One of the things we do is anytime we have a listener come on for the first time, we have them fill out one of those cards. This is something we only recently started. Matter of fact, Mermaid? You don't want to do one?
No, you didn't have me do one last time.
Well, I know we hadn't started it yet. Okay, so I'm gonna have both
Mermaid
of you do
looks
one
very
now.
upset
Black
by
or white?
that.
Black.
Black. Des? Black or white?
Well, what's the difference between black and
Okay, so the black cards are question cards, or fill-in-the-blank cards. The white cards are the answer cards. So with the black one, you come up with a fill-in-the-blank. Okay? 1, 2, or 3 blanks.
Okay.
Mermaids get excited by blank.
That is not the right card. Very, very left pocket, I believe.
Greedy, go get them, and I'll ask Lala
Just
another question.
scooched in.
Hey,
Could I
Lala,
have you bring the box over here?
That works. So, Lala,
Yes.
back on the movies real quick.
Oh.
Have you seen the Frozen 2 trailer?
No, I have
Thank
not.
you.
Are you interested in Frozen 2?
As long as it has the reindeer in it. Yeah, Spin. And I like the little.
Wait, was
Olaf
Sven the
guy.
reindeer?
His name is Sven.
Spin.
Yeah. And Olaf. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested. I love Disney.
Yeah.
I want to watch it at home though because I'm a crier. So I like to cry at home and just like be able to bawl and not have to walk out of a movie theater with a red blotched face and makeup running down.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
So you said black?
Yeah.
You said white? All right, so
I
there's a black and a white.
believe that they're talking about making Elsa a lesbian or giving her a lesbian relationship.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Well, I think that's great. I mean, why not?
No reason why not just Disney's trying to appeal to every audience now.
Well, I think that's a great idea. I think that some people will shun it
Oh, yeah.
and then shun Disney. So
Uh-huh.
And you know what we will do?
But that's-
We will shun the non-believers.
They've always been
Shun. Nah.
LBG friendly though because they have
Oh, my God.
like a family day where you wear like a certain color every year and then like gay
Mermaid.
families go.
You should get closer to Lala's mic so you can tell the story.
So, just to give you a little bit of context for your black and white cards, I just pulled a random black and a random white, and it is comedic gold. The black card is, no, 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 no! I will not let blank ruin this wedding. I'm going to read it with the white card inserted. Pun. No, 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 no! I will not let inserting a mason jar into my anus ruin this wedding.
Wow.
So, that gives you an idea of exactly where Cards Against Humanity goes. So, if you would, on that note, come up with a black card if you pulled a black card. Come up with a white card if you pulled a white card.
Do I need to do this right now, or can I do it at the end?
We can do it at the end,
Okay.
Are we gonna read them though?
ideally.
Oh, on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh. I can't
So-
think and interview at the same time.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll get to that at the very end, and if we need to, we'll give a pause, start recording again once everything is down, and go
we
with it
can
from
do.
there.
That's how we can do it. We can make those the outro.
That's an idea whose time has come.
All right.
So,
So what's next on the rundown, sir?
next on the rundown, I have to get my phone.
I don't know.
out.
Let's talk about the mason jar and the anus.
Have you
Is that
experienced
even-
this?
No, is that even a thing?
Yes, inserting large diameter things into your anal cavity is a thing.
It
Hence-
doesn't have a tapered start, so how would that even...
You would have to do a hell of a lot of warming up.
Or isn't that where gaping came from?
Yes, that's where gaping came from.
I don't know this word.
Gaping?
Yeah.
Oh,
Putting something into an orifice so large that it stretches that orifice, and then when you remove it, it kind of closes, but doesn't close.
Ever?
Well, no, it will eventually close, but like for...
So Lala,
Huh.
the guards we have for the mics. Imagine somebody's anus being that big around.
Yes.
Okay, for those of you who can't see, it's about 5-inch diameter.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
And
can't
it's-
even.
So gaping is not for you.
No.
Probably not.
Wow.
Well, the good news is...
No
As
judgment.
Mermaid laughs about the gaping.
No judgment. Just, I don't think I could handle it.
I think we have somebody present that is down for gaping.
I like gaping.
That's a fun one.
So our studio audience member just said a little chloroform and it's all good.
Oh,
The really great thing about gags is no matter what they're saying, mmm.
So it always sounds like they like it.
They always sound like they like it.
oh, this has been fun.
Educational.
Educational indeed. So I'm looking at the rundown, Grady.
Role play.
What is this about role play that we have?
Well, we have somebody on the podcast today that enjoys role play.
Who?
She doesn't know.
Or is she playing a role that she doesn't know?
Maybe she's playing a role that she doesn't know.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
She's playing it very well. Tell us about role play, Lala.
Roleplay is just something fun to do instead of your basic vanilla sex or even being beaten in a dungeon.
Lala.
Roleplaying, you can incorporate the two.
Lala?
Yeah.
For our listeners that may not know what role play is, what exactly is it?
It's when you pretend to be someone else. You make a storyline and kind of follow it. You just pretend you're someone else.
You just kind of follow it until?
Yeah, kind of like the pizza guy's at the door, and the pizza guy's a naughty guy.
Pizza guy's at the door. Pizza guy's a naughty guy. What is Lala going to do to naughty pizza guy?
Whatever she wants, I guess.
Oh.
Oh my.
I've never role played that one. But for the vanilla people, that's something that they do, right? The plumber comes to the door.
Yeah. That's where lots of porn gets their inspiration from.
Right, porn. Yeah. So,
The pizza delivery man.
Porn's not real, though. Damn it.
Only we as men want the porn to be real.
have you ever done porn? Because it's kind of real when they're doing it, right?
Well, it's kind of real when they're doing it. I mean, the act itself is real, but the pizza guy being naughty at the door, that's not something that's actually going to happen.
What was the big one some years back? Big sausage pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was...
Which I'm pretty sure
That
was
was funny.
partially the inspiration for Dick in a Box.
Probably.
I have not seen either of these.
Cyanide and Happiness did a parody of Big Sausage Pizza.
Hold on. Lala just said she has never seen either of those, which means she's never seen Dick in a Box.
We must remedy this. So, for your background, Big Sausage was a pizza delivery guy with a rather large penis, and he would put his penis into the pizza box. And when the girl opens the pizza box, ooh, penis! I want to do things to it now. Naughty pizza delivery man. And
You said it wrong. It's not. She didn't say penis. Oh, big sausage.
Big Sausage, whatever. Yeah. So,
That's cheesy.
you're a natural, Lala. Anyway, it would devolve into some massive sex scene, and it was all based around the naughty pizza guy. Cyanide and Happiness. Yeah, they took it a step further. This woman calls up a pizza place for a delivery, and he's talking about my big sausage, you know, all the sexual innuendos you can possibly put in a pizza thing, and being cheesy was one of those innuendos. Anyway, so he goes out for delivery, puts his big sausage into the pizza box, knocks on the door, and some little kid answers it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. He'd gone to the wrong house.
Oh.
It pans over to the woman's house. Some little crater-faced teen is at her door, and she opens the door, and she's scantily clad, you know, negligee, all this stuff, and she starts giving him all the innuendos of, what are you gonna do with that big sausage? You know, and he's totally baffled. Goes back to the other house. Turns out it's a kid's birthday party, and each side just goes horribly wrong.
Wow.
But it was all based around the big sausage pizza delivery.
That's great.
So, Lala, what sorts of role play are you into?
So, the innocent girl or damsel in distress who needs a strong man to help her out of a situation, or might need to come and hide because something else is chasing her or whatever, and she thinks she's in the safety of a man, when in reality the man is the one that she shouldn't be trusting so much.
So, Lala, do you get into costume for these sorts of roles?
Of course.
Oh.
Always. Yeah.
Wow, interests have peaked all across the nation.
I love to dress up. I love to wear wigs. I love to make up stories. Yeah, I love to set the scene. So often my dominant and I will get a cabin, and we'll talk about the story on the way up, or maybe we've texted it a little bit so we kind of have a general idea, and then as we're unloading into the cabin, I'll be setting the scene for inside the cabin, whether it just be certain instruments that I want used, or my cuffs, or sometimes he'll set up the video camera and lighting. And
now, listeners, Lala is our community's resident setup person for any of the big parties.
Party planner and decorator.
There we go. Party planner and decorator. So when she says she does the setup, she's really getting into it.
Yeah, she does.
I'm lucky because my dominant, he can also build furniture, play equipment, and so sometimes we'll load up a whipping post, and that will be erected in the cabin, or a half-sized massage table that has all kinds of D-rings and things for strapping, tying, binding. In one of the cabins, there's bunk beds.
Nice.
And so we utilize those. I mean, we just go to town. It depends on what cabin we get, because they're all different.
Hey, Greedy.
Yeah.
She just said something that made me think of this. It's almost the end of February. We have a gift to give away soon.
Oh, yeah, we do, huh?
But we need to set up for our next gift.
Okay.
What are we going to do?
Put a bow on me.
Mermaid has offered to be the gift for the next giveaway.
Mrs. Mermaid wants to be the gift. Mr. Mermaid, can she be the gift? We have consent.
Now the only problem becomes if the winner is somewhere far away.
Yeah, that becomes a problem. If our listener in UK wins,
Hey, if you buy my plane ticket, I'm there.
all right. So we currently have how many entries for the existing prize?
Let me check the numbers here real quick.
Okay. I want to say it's actually kind of disappointing how few people we have entered into it. But it's
Don't say that. Our listeners are not disappointing.
it's not 100. I thought
Here's
we
the
would
thing:
have
the ones
more
that are
interest.
here's the thing: the ones that have entered are very happy. This is not
Oh
100.
yeah, they are. I'm sure they are.
They are very excited
This
about it.
this prize though is a really really well made flogger.
I just thought about this. Have all of you seen the prize that we're giving away?
No.
Well,
Wait, is it blue?
no, it's maroon. Yeah,
Maroon.
yeah.
And
Wait, can you
Mermaid's
tell-
excited.
Can you tell the listeners how to enter the drawing?
Well,
Brady,
for this
that's on you.
drawing, the way you enter it is email us. Email us at gothampresspodcast@gmail.com and tell us that you want into the drawing. Huh?
Can you say the email address one more time?
Email gothampresspodcast@gmail.com.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Right.
you're welcome.
Right. Currently, we have 14 entries.
14. So your odds of winning a flogger valued at over $200 are pretty fucking good.
Wait, what was the email?
GothamPressPodcast@gmail.com.
So yeah, if you'd like to get into that, email us right now.
So,
Pause the
Mermaid, what you
podcast,
do is
get on
you have.
it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mermaid, what you do is you have both you and Mr. Mermaid enter. So that way you have 2 entries.
Yeah, that would be 2 out of 16.
And how many times can they enter?
One entry per person. If you enter more than once, you will be disqualified.
So what Little Acacia is saying is everybody should enter again.
Yeah, basically.
Go for it.
Oh, jeez.
We should get the flogger in question to show them.
We should, but I am at my station and kind of locked in.
You look pretty cozy.
I am very cozy. I'm not moving right now. Would somebody in the studio audience be willing to go out to Le Donjon? And
Do they
I
know where
believe
it's at?
it's on the toy rack up against the far wall under the air conditioner.
Thank you, Mr. Mermaid.
Thank you.
So has any of you done some role play?
Yes.
Yes, but no.
Yes,
Greedy
Greedy,
go.
I feel like I know one of the things that you have done
What's that?
when you dressed up as Ronald McDonald.
That is one of the things that I have done. Yes. My mistress has an itch that she would like scratched every once in a while where I dress up as Ronald McDonald, full makeup and everything, and just go to town on her, ravage her.
I've seen the aftermath pictures of that.
I love that. The makeup getting into my eyes kind of sucks, but it's worth it. It's totally worth it.
The makeup all on her thighs, though.
Oh, yes. The concept behind that piece of art was she wanted me to get down in there and then wrap her legs around my face. And then when she opens up, she thought that it would be basically a picture of Ronald McDonald on her legs and vagina.
When she put her legs back together, you mean?
No, when she opened up, when she spread eagle, she wanted to get a picture of that. She wanted Ronald McDonald's face right there.
And how did that work?
It didn't work out so well.
It was
The detail, the definition was not there. I spent a lot of time putting that face on, and she spent about 10 minutes taking it off.
and you enjoyed all 10 of those
Oh,
minutes.
yes, I did. I absolutely did. Even the parts where I couldn't breathe, it was worth it. But it didn't come out as perfect as we had hoped. So I think I'm going to do it again. And this time, for the picture's sake, I'm going to bury my face into her vagina again, wrap her legs, just kind of smash it so it's not moving, then pull them away and back away and take the picture. Hopefully that will accomplish the trick that we're going for.
That sounds I think that sounds like a good idea.
I think I need to do this.
Whose pet is this picture on? Because I'm looking at him.
His mistresses.
Yeah, my mistress. You are friends with her, yes?
Duh.
Speaking of, I'm going to look that up too.
Oh my goodness. All right. Awesome. How about you? Role play?
In real life, sadly, no.
Oh, wait. But maybe like, what do you call this? Media-
Online?
Yeah.
Yeah, like online, I've role played for years, but finding a person in the real world that is up for doing role play, I just haven't really found that.
All right.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because I have ideas, lots of them, but nobody's willing to like. Yes, I'll go with that. So, at least nobody that I've approached about it yet.
Right. So back in the 90s,
Way back when.
way back when, I was new to computers and new to AOL and was living with my parents and
Wait, explain what AOL is for the kids out there. Because there are people old enough to be in our group that might not have any clue what AOL is.
AOL was just a chat. It's kind of like FetLife, only there were certain rooms that you could join.
Chat
so I guess it's
rooms.
more like Discord.
Yes,
Chat
Discord
rooms.
would be the evolution of AOL.
Yeah.
Of AOL chat rooms.
Right.
AOL used to be how people got their internet, kids.
Yes, it was internet.
Dial-up sucked.
Dial up. And so they had these rooms where you could be a slave, right? Or, well, that's the ones I always went into because I always had a fascination after I read Exit to Eden when I was 16. I would cry myself to sleep because I couldn't be on that island and be a slave and all that. I know that's crazy, but
So what you're saying, Lala, is you're on the submissive side?
I am on the submissive side. Although I like to play dominant on television. No, seriously. So anyway, when I moved in with my parents here in Bakersfield and they had the AOL, I was going into the slave rooms and role playing as a slave, even though I had no idea what I was doing. I was just making it up as I went along. A lot of writing, creative writing. I met a girl who we played quite often as slave sisters. And one day she IM'd me, which would be a private message. Instant message. And said, hey, I gotta go. My master's coming home and I don't have my chores done. And I was like, wait, we're role playing. Why are you telling me this in private message? And she goes, no, really, my real master, he's gonna be home. I gotta go. And I was like, my mind was blown. Like, people really did this in real life?
Oh my God, yeah.
I was
right?
floored. That made my mind go crazy. So I just really started researching and, it was amazing. And that's how I met someone in Michigan online, and he said, hey, I know someone in Bakersfield who just started a munch group, and you should really go. And that's how this all evolved. That's how I got into the group. It was all just from role playing online and meeting the right people and making the right connections. And I was actually at the fifth munch for Bakersfield.
Nice.
And when I went, there were only 6 members, and now there's how many? 1,000.
Over
1,000 members. So,
let's see.
so role playing it's a passion of mine, and to be able to do it in real life as well is really pretty spectacular. To have a partner who's willing to do that with me.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Greedy.
Yes.
I have brought out the flogger.
Ooh.
We're going to pass this around.
Please do not move while we calibrate the flogger. That's what she said. Oh, yeah.
I don't believe I heard what Mr. Mermaid said.
He said, wow, that's a monster. Now, so Listenerland has a point of reference. Mr. Mermaid is somebody that teaches different skills: flogging, needles, cell popping, branding. So when he says this flogger is a monster, he's not joking. He's handled many, many floggers, many very high-quality floggers, and he knows his shit. He knows his equipment very well.
And now the flogger's being passed around. Sugar and Sugar's girl are now fondling it.
This will be what you call a mop, right?
This would be damn close to a mop, yes.
Yeah, it's not quite a mop. It's not the size of a mop, I don't believe.
So here's a fun fact that maybe you guys don't know.
What's that?
I make floggers.
What?
Yeah, all the floggers I own, I have made. Like as far as even the handles, I've.
We need to talk to you after the podcast.
So, are we saying our next giveaway may be a Lala exclusive?
Lala Flocker?
Oh, I apologize, Mermaid. The giveaway after
okay.
Mermaid.
Well,
Mermaid
maybe,
with a Lala Flogger?
Maybe my dominant will build something to give away. He's always looking for new projects.
Oh.
As he smiles.
Hey, her Dom. Can you make a queening chair? Do you know what that is?
It might be on the list.
Okay,
Greedy.
so I am still trying to find the pictures in question. Oh, there's one. Here we go. Okay, so
You're going to pass
I'm
around
going to
your
pass
phone
this
to
this
the
around,
audience.
Yes.
Listeners, by not being in the audience, this is what you've missed. So what you should do is next time you should be in that audience. To get in that audience, you have to first of all know us, and then express an interest of being in the audience.
Hey, do you guys have a Facebook page?
I love that.
We do have Facebook.
I mean, you could post not on Facebook. I'm sorry.
No, we cannot post that on Facebook.
No. I'm a FetLife.
We do
Gotham
have FetLife
Press.
as well.
You do?
On FetLife, we are the Gotham Press. Greedy, I didn't do it. I didn't go through
didn't.
our stuff.
I'm kind of disappointed.
That was on me. That was on me. So, listeners, here's where you can find us. On Facebook, we are Gotham Press Podcast. On FedLife, we are The Gotham Press. On Twitter, we are Gotham Press Pod. On BDSMler, which is finally starting to get a good running with it, we are Gotham Press Podcast. Spotify, look for Gotham Press Podcast.
All your major podcatchers.
Yeah, all your major podcatchers.
So I'm just thinking maybe you could post that on the FET page. That way everybody can see what you're talking about.
I would have to get permission from first my mistress,
Yes.
then her hubby.
Yes.
Because that picture is on his profile.
I agree that you should do that.
Here's the thing, Greedy. I've seen the aftermath, but I never saw the makeup that you were in.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is great.
I know. I was there. So yes.
Can we get the assistance of an extra hand? We are not close enough. Thank you, Mr. Mermaid.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys are gonna get me in trouble.
Well, we're not in trouble.
I really, really, really loved doing that scene.
I wish I could have seen it in real life.
I wish you could have seen it too.
Redo.
Yes.
With an
I am
audience.
for it.
Is that the only role playing you've done, Greedy?
No. Oh, absolutely not.
Well, give us some more.
Well, there's always the
The
I don't know if I can say this. Yeah, I'm not going to say that one. We've done priest confessional. We've done mommy little boy stuff. We've done. You know that's okay. You're entitled to not liking it. That's okay. Okay, I get that. There's things that I don't like that I'm sure other people do like. I personally enjoy eating food off of her, but that's like a red for you. So,
wait, Greedy?
yes,
Just eating food off or full on splashing?
What is that?
I'm really
You don't know
not
what
into
splashing is?
I'm really not into smearing food all over the other person. That just no. I'm partial to the concept of placing pieces of sushi or fruit or desserts or whatever,
Making her the dinner.
making her the platter to eat directly off of. That's yum.
So I always hate missing parties because I love the socialization of it and getting to see my friends. And whenever you guys do the human platter parties, I always have to miss it because it's such a
Red for you.
turn off for me and a
Yeah.
red. Yeah, just
Wait, I don't think I've ever seen the human platter party here.
We actually haven't had one in a couple of years now.
I would say at least since 2015.
Yeah, that was the last time we did one. Anyway, so Human Platters Party is we get volunteers to come and strip down and be platters to be served on, and then members of the community, members in good standing of the community. We did one year where anybody that was involved, or anybody on the site could join, and we had some real creeps come and make a lot of people very uncomfortable. So it's now limited to people in good standing inside the group. We have to know you. You have to have gone through orientation, and if half of the women here decide that you make their skin crawl, I'm sorry, you're not getting an invitation to it, no matter how hard you try. But the idea is that food is placed on your body, and depending on where said food is placed, you're going to pay a different price to eat that piece of food.
To indulge.
Yes. Like if it's on the stomach, that's like $3. If it's on a nipple, probably 10. If it's on a penis or vagina, it's probably going to be 20 to 50, depending on whose penis or vagina. $80 for mermaid.
Wait, do I get this money?
No. All the money collected goes to whatever charitable cause we're fundraising for.
What? That's so awesome. When are we doing this?
So we're putting it towards the community.
Yeah,
That's charity.
I think we're actually going to put it toward the recent loss the community suffered.
Yeah, definitely.
So, we need to plan this out, dude. This has got to happen again very soon.
You're saying
I
this to
think
me,
in
but
the-
I'm not the one that's going to be planning it.
I think in the past it went towards upgrading the dungeon.
Yes, a couple of times it went toward upgrading the dungeon. A couple of times it went toward families in need.
Yeah.
And this time we have a family in need, so I think this time it's going to go to that. So, yeah, people will get a chance to get their rocks off while doing something noble for somebody in need and
Being well fed.
being well fed in the process. So, I think we're going to do this again.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to miss that.
I'm sorry. We'll do something special for you. Okay?
Okay.
She seems
Hey.
so happy.
We could have one section that's no food involved, where you get to color on somebody's body or paint somebody.
Oh, that would be fun.
Would you be
Oh.
involved then?
Yes.
And then all the littles would come and color all over her.
We have an idea. So we need at least 2 canvases and at least 6 platters. So you want to be a platter, Miss Mermaid, Mrs. Mermaid? You want to be a canvas? Mr. Mermaid, do you want to be a canvas?
For those who didn't hear, he said, hell no.
Okay, so we've now found a way to include Little Acacia. And
It's funny we would bring that specific thing up on this podcast with you being the guest.
well, I brought it up because I know it's something that she's not into. I was trying to show contrast,
That's
you know.
the love right there.
Oh yeah, we do love you. I mean, you are family to me.
You're my family. Yeah.
Squeak.
Warm fuzzies all around.
Sound like John Travolta. That's squeak.
Squeak. Squeak.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
We really got off on a tangent this
we
time.
have.
What was the next topic?
I don't know. We were talking about clown makeup in a vagina.
Negotiations and scene. There was a class on that yesterday, wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
An amazing class.
Yeah, I missed out on that class. So please, Greedy, you were teaching the class.
I was teaching the class. Well, my mistress was teaching the class. I was assisting my mistress.
Very well, I might add.
Quite
you.
handsomely.
Yes.
Thank you.
You
I
passed out
really
those
worked on my
pencils really
beard.
nicely.
So tell the listeners, what was the class all about?
It was about negotiation.
What about negotiation?
How to do it, what it is, why you do it, how not to do it, things you should be and things you should not be while you're doing it.
You said how not to do it.
How not to do it.
Why would you not negotiate?
No. Not how to not negotiate, but how not to, or how to not properly negotiate.
How to do it incorrectly.
How to avoid doing it incorrectly.
Right.
There you go.
I wasn't saying how you avoid doing negotiation, because Well, that's a fool's errand right there.
My first scene, I did not negotiate. My very first scene ever. Would you like to hear about it?
Yes.
All right. I met a guy in Tehachapi online, and we met once, and we had Chinese food, and we kind of clicked. And then the next time he said, bring fried chicken and come meet me in Tehachapi. And I said, okay. And he took me to a cattle farm, a cattle ranch, and we went out under a big oak tree, and he laid out a tarp, and he tacked it down with tent stakes, and then had me strip, laid me down on it, tied me down with tent stakes, and then began to shave my vagina, which I'd never had done. And then all of a sudden, we hear cows coming.
Oh my god.
Cows are coming along, mooing. Now, I used to be married to a cattle rancher, so I should have known what this meant. But I'm going with it. And the cows are mooing, and they're coming in, and he's laughing, and he's like, we have an audience. And then all of a sudden, across the ravine, a cattle rancher yells, hey, get out of here! What are you doing? And the guy I happen to be with, he says, oh, it's fine. We're just having some fun. We'll be done in a little while. And he's like, get off my property! And I rip the tent stakes and the tarp out of the ground, and I cover myself because I'm naked. And I'm
naked view was
blindfolded,
okay.
and he wants to keep going. He keeps arguing with this rancher.
Wow.
And I'm like, no, we're leaving. Now, mind you, I've only met this guy twice, but we've talked online several times. I just called it. I just pulled all the stakes out, and I got dressed really fast, and I left. He ran after me, and when we got up to the road, the cattle rancher's on his phone telling his buddies, you won't believe what I just saw. I was so embarrassed. And yeah, I dropped him off, and I went home, and I never talked to him again.
See,
But on the way out, he was like, well, see that tree over there? I was going to tie you up to that tree and give you your first spanking. And he's just naming all this stuff. And I'm like, I just want to get out of here. I just want to get out of here.
see, the problem, not the problem, but the way I'm thinking of that in my head is, if I were to do something like that, I would have talked to the cattle rancher, hey, we're going to do this thing. You want to get in on it? And just make a whole,
wow.
make a whole little scene out of it.
Right. But I didn't know what was going to happen. He didn't tell me anything. I was so
Right, which
new,
is
and I
not
was
good on his part.
so excited, and I just wanted to try everything. And
Being
yeah, that was not a good idea, because who knows what could have happened. That was done with me.
new. Well, at least the cattle rancher didn't come out with the gun.
Right. But what we know now,
Cattle rancher could have come out and said, huh, you got a purty mouth.
Talk to the guy, right?
Yeah. Well, obviously not talking to her like that. I mean, she's already bound and gagged and blindfolded. Why would he say that to her? He's the one that he's got to subdue first. And, the hills have eyes.
No. Have not
Cow
seen that
eyes.
movie. Refuse to.
Moo.
oh, so getting back to why the cows were coming in, it's because the cattle rancher was
Feeding
there to
time?
feed them.
Uh-huh.
And I should have known that. But I was in a state of
Pure bliss.
pure, well, actually I was terrified, but
Oh,
it was an exciting terrified, if that
yeah,
makes sense. It's
it does.
giving yourself wholly to someone that you don't know to do whatever they want, not knowing that that's not a good idea. The things we learn.
Fundraised your Acacia. I'm like negotiated, do whatever you want with her.
So Mr. Mermaid just suggested that Little Acacia needs to be put up as a fundraiser.
An unnegotiated scene with Little Acacia. That's the fundraiser.
Wow, this could be fun.
I thought it was going a whole different direction when you were talking about the cows coming up.
No.
No.
Well, I'm glad it didn't go
They
there.
were curious. They were curious, but
What's this bitch doing?
I mean, we're lucky I didn't get trampled by
Yeah,
that's very
a
true.
bunch of cows.
He's like, I just want to keep going.
Yeah, he just wanted to keep. He was arguing with the rancher. We're just
That
gonna
is
be
another
alone.
stupid choice.
Yeah, very.
It was
On top
crazy,
of going on private property. Did you
Yeah.
right?
I mean, really, it's not your property. Stay off of it. if you know the person that owns the property, that's one thing. Hey, Sam, I want to do a little play here. You want to come and watch? Be on that perch right there. Have your binoculars. She won't know you're there.
Gosh. Oh my god.
Until he yells out yeehaw.
Yeah, ride 'em, partner.
So you guys are getting to know all kinds of stuff about me.
This is fun. I'm liking this.
Did you not know any of that?
I did not
I've
know
never
that.
shared
No,
any of that?
you have never shared that with me.
You have now shared it with the world.
What the world? All 7 listeners.
All 7 of them. we all well, look, Greedy. We can only hope that those 7 listeners at least have friends that would be interested.
Well, ironically, 6 of those listeners are here today. So getting back to the negotiation class, anybody that was there, which is most of the people in this room, were there any fun scenes negotiated out while you were doing the practice session?
There was a very interesting scene that was shared.
Oh, do tell. Let's keep it anonymous since we don't have consent of all the people involved.
Right.
Okay.
So this individual wanted 3 men or a woman and 3 men. But basically the idea was they wanted all of their holes filled at the same time.
Airtight.
But not
Okay, so this was a woman negotiating?
It was a woman negotiating.
Okay.
And I think this woman had been in the lifestyle for quite a while because normally negotiations don't start so bold.
Okay.
And like, I want this. Normally they would go through the list and say, yes, no, or what's that? But because I think this person
Obviously knows what she's
obviously
after.
knows what she's doing. She felt comfortable enough to share this fantasy, right?
Okay.
So yeah, it was negotiated. All the right questions were asked.
She was going to have one hell of a good time.
She was going to have a good time. But, I mean, it was interesting to hear some of the questions that were asked as far as, like, gloves, if you're going to do anal play, or condoms. Oh, yeah, and I guess she was okay with being peed on afterwards. But there were certain things that she didn't want, like her face being peed on. Yeah, it was just really, it was fascinating. It was naughty.
This sounds like
dirty.
a fun scene.
I know. I wish I was brave enough to say that I'd want something like that.
Yeah.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Coming to the next episode of Gotham Press Podcast, what Little Acacia really wants.
Wow.
What do I really want?
Just said it out loud.
I really, what do I want?
Right?
Yeah, I wish I was brave enough to say that.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what my husband would say if I ever said something like that.
Well, what you do is just tell him not to listen.
Right?
Oh.
No, we have only honesty.
No.
Okay, so let's check out some black and white cards.
Ooh.
First black card submitted. Did you get yours done?
I didn't.
Okay. Well,
Well, now you're not listening. Now you're not talking, so you can focus on the card.
Yeah, focus on the card.
I need a pen.
I thought I gave you one, but
You did,
okay.
but the mermaid stole it.
Oh.
The mermaid stole it.
So the first card that was submitted is a black card. It says, "What makes Mrs. Mermaid come?" Anything? What? Everything. Oh. Okay, so the white card that was submitted is balancing a butt plug on your nose. I see a lot of potential for that one.
Mermaid, can you balance a butt plug on your nose?
I'm down to try.
Does it make you come?
No.
Damn.
But if you put it in, it might.
Huh.
Ha.
It's dumb, but I did it.
Hey, every little piece.
No,
For all you know,
Lala.
there could be some real gold combinations.
Lala, you have to give your catchphrase about dumb things.
Okay, so this black card reads, "Shisha Mahaka, I can't believe you want blank."
Shisha Mahaka?
Shisha Mahaka? Or Shisha
Shisha
Mahaka
Mahaka
Laka
is
Loogie?
Shisha Mahaka is something that Little Acacia says when she's feeling frustrated, or she doesn't use profanity almost at all.
Dagnabitron's a really good one.
Uh-huh.
Shishamahaka Lakalugi if I'm really mad.
And she is not kidding. This is genuine verbiage that comes out of her mouth with frequency.
Holy Macanoles. There's lots of them. I can't think of them all.
Little Acacia,
It just happens.
you and Ned Flanders would do so great together.
I don't know Ned Flanders.
Simpsons.
Oh, yeah, I don't watch Simpsons. Sorry.
Haddly doodly.
Wow.
So yeah, got anything else you want to put forward in this one, Captain?
I honestly think that was a good one.
Okay.
Little Acacia, we
Acacia?
enjoyed having you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you. It
coming.
was fun.
And coming, and coming, and coming.
And keep coming.
I would love to keep coming. And coming and coming.
Wow. This is getting fun.
It hasn't been fun before now.
Oh no, it's been a lot of fun.
I want to know what the gag was that you two were doing because I didn't catch it.
Well, we have to say that after the podcast.
Oh.
We'll tell you. We'll
Did
tell
you
you.
do it?
Huh?
Did you do it?
We have been.
I missed it.
It's okay. We'll tell you all about it after we stop recording.
All right, listeners. Sorry you don't get to know, but they did some kind of gag during this podcast.
The listener that requested knows.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she does. So yeah. Anyway, Little Acacia, do you have any final thoughts?
Negotiate. Role play. Don't be afraid to role play.
Stay off of other people's property.
Yeah.
Stay off of other people's
Yeah.
private property.
And come to all the events.
And come again.
And come again. And again. And again.
Captain Awesome, do you have anything to add in as a final thought?
Awesome's final thought. I need to start doing that. No, actually, my mind is pretty at ease with everything we talked about today. See. Oh, kids, if you have a fantasy that you want to role play out, don't be afraid to say that to people. Because guess what? You're going to find somebody that wants that exact same fantasy.
Right.
Or if you don't know how to go about it and you need some pointers, you can message me on FetLife, little_acacia, and I'd be happy to help.
Oh, my.
Yes. It's a favorite.
And Little Acacia will never be able to have an empty inbox again.
That's all right.
Little Acacia, are you going to be actually checking your account now?
Yeah, probably.
Ah. Greedy. Gotham Press has inspired Little Acacia to check her FedLife account on a more regular basis.
We have received, since we started recording today, we've received 4 more entries for the flogger giveaway. Oh, wow. I wonder if any of them just disqualify themselves from the giveaway. Because multiple entries disqualify.
Oh,
Why didn't you do that? I just did that.
let's see what we have here.
Now
So-
we get to get our nerd on and play D&D.
Now we get
Yeah.
to go play D&D.
Hey,
Yes.
Greedy. By next week, we'll be giving away the flogger.
We will. We will.
I want to win the flogger.
I hope it's somebody local, because I really don't want to pay shipping for this.
I want to win it.
Well, if it's us, we'll be back in a month or two.
I want it.
Noted. All right.
You
Well,
can want all you want, but winning
Pick me,
is
pick
random.
me, pick me, pick me.
winning will be random. We're gonna go on to.
We're just going to get a random.
We're gonna
Generator.
print up an Excel spreadsheet and assign a number for each person that got into the drawing in the order that they got into the drawing, and roll a random number generator. Whoever's number pops up is the winner. So it's going to be completely random, and we're going to do it live. Okay,
Live recorded.
live recorded. I think we could actually stream it to Facebook.
Okay, we can.
I think we should do that. So when is this episode going to be up?
This episode should be up this coming Wednesday, which will be a date in the future that I can't figure out in my head.
That would
The
be
20th.
20th. So let's say the evening of the 22nd at 7 p.m. Pacific time. That's Friday the 22nd. Is somebody shaking a head against us?
Are you sure about that, Greedy?
Do we have an event that night?
Spanks a lot.
Hell.
What's that email again?
The email again, Sugar's Girl, is gothampresspodcast@gmail.com.
Okay, so I show orientation and no, that's
next
April.
week.
22nd, Spanks a lot, 6 to 8. So let's call it 8:30 p.m.
8:30 p.m.?
Yeah.
We can do that.
So the 22nd, 8:30 p.m., we're going to be rolling for the winner of the flogger. So if you haven't already entered, get on it.
I kind of want us to only have 20 people so I can roll a d20 for it.
That would be epic.
That would be way epic. I want to be here when you do that.
Okay.
You are more than welcome to be here
You're
when we
more
do
than
it.
welcome
I'll be a audience member who shouts out random things.
to. Nice.
I just thought about it, Greedy.
What's that?
So if we're going to be doing this live, I don't know if they have just audio streaming on Facebook. It's usually video.
That's okay. We can... I don't know how we can do that.
It's easy. We can just point the camera somewhere else, but if you want. And if all else fails, I'm okay. I will put myself out there.
Okay. Well, we'll figure out all the details before the 22nd, and we'll make it happen.
Yep.
Cool?
Works for me.
All right. Well, thank you once again for coming and listening to us.
Little Acacia, did you enjoy yourself?
I had a great time.
All right.
Very glad you did.
Live audience, did you enjoy yourselves?
Well, thank you very much for coming. Hope you come again.
And
And again. And again.
And again.
And with that, we are out.
Yourself.